Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head for hours, wondering if you said the wrong thing? Or maybe someone changes their tone slightly and your mind starts going to different meaning. Your mind starts creating different meaning. Are they upset with me? Did I do something wrong? What if they stop talking to me? And even when you try to relax, your mind keeps going. Your thoughts keeps moving, constantly analyzing, constantly worrying, constantly preparing for things that haven't even happened yet. The truth about overthinking is usually deeper than thinking too much. A lot of times it's connected to anxiety, fear, emotional insecurity, and the need to feel safe internally. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Stella and today we'll be talking about why you keep overthinking everything and how to slowly begin finding peace mentally and emotionally. So if you're here for the first time, this is a space for healing, truth, and God. Here we talk about those parts of life that we don't always have words for and how God meets us in those places. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like, and share this video. Thank you. Let's get right into it. I think one of the hardest things about overthinking is how exhausting it becomes internally. Because sometimes the people around you don't even understand how tired your mind is. You can look completely normal on the outside, while internally, your mind is carrying conversations, worries, fears, possibilities, and imagined outcomes all at once. Sometimes you overthink messages. Sometimes you overthink relationships. Sometimes you overthink messages or decisions so much that you become afraid to even move forward. And honestly, overthinking can make you feel emotionally trapped inside your own mind. But understanding why you overthink is important because healing becomes easier when you understand what's happening internally. So I penned down some of the reasons why we overthink, and one of the reasons why we overthink is anxiety. Anxiety keeps your mind in a constant state of alertness. It makes your brain feel like it always needs to prepare for danger, even when danger isn't there. So your mind keeps asking, what if something goes wrong? What if they leave? What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? That's why anxious people often replay situations repeatedly. Your mind is trying to prevent pain before it happens. But the problem with anxiety is that it makes uncertainty feel like danger. The second reason why you overthink is the fear of mistakes. Sometimes overthinking can develop as a result of mistakes in the past that led to criticism, rejection, disappointment, and shame. Maybe you were harshly judged in the past because you got something wrong. Maybe you learned to associate mistakes with losing love, approval, or safety. So now your mind tries to overanalyze everything. Because internally you are thinking, if I think hard enough, maybe I'll avoid getting hurt again. But overthinking does not eliminate pain. Most times it creates exhaustion. Another cause of overthinking is emotional insecurity. Emotional insecurity can often fuel overthinking. When you don't feel fully safe emotionally, you start questioning everything. You begin searching for reassurance in people's tone, in people's silence, body language, delayed replies, small changes in behavior. Because a part of you is afraid of not being wanted, of being abandoned, rejected, or misunderstood. So overthinking becomes an attempt to feel emotionally secure. Then the last but not the least that I penned down is the need for control. A lot of overthinking is connected to the need for control. Uncertainty feels uncomfortable, so your mind keeps trying to make sense of every situation. Your mind keeps trying to control every possible outcomes. But life cannot be controlled completely. Life cannot be controlled totally. And you trying to control everything leads to emotional burnout. So in the case of my journey, I've written down some of the things that help me heal from overthinking. So how do we heal from overthinking? And one of them is learn to pause your thoughts. Yes, learn to pause your thoughts. One important thing I'm learning is that not every thought deserves my full attention. Just because your mind says something does not automatically make it true. Sometimes fear speaks louder than clarity. So when overthinking starts, learn to pause and ask yourself, is this reality or is this fear? The second one is stop trying to read minds. This is basically one of the things that causes overthinking. We try to get into people's head. We are always trying to assume why this person behaves like this. What if? Why is that? It's not necessary. Stop trying to read minds. Stop trying to get into people's head. A lot of overthinking comes from assumption. A lot comes from assumptions. We create meanings without getting clarity. Someone goes quiet and immediately we start thinking, oh, this person is angry with me. This person does not want to talk to me. This person is not happy with me. But that might not be the case. Maybe the person is not even thinking about you in that way. So healing also means learning not to build emotional conclusion without truth. The third one is allow yourself to be human. You are allowed to make mistakes. And this is not me trying to be cliche or trying to sound cliche, but you are allowed to be human. You are allowed to process things. You cannot grow when you constantly demand perfection from yourself. You cannot grow. So allow yourself to make mistakes and learn from them. Give yourself permission to breathe. Give yourself permission to be a human. Healing also means learning to trust yourself again, learning to rise above setbacks. That is where strength lies. The fourth way where you can heal from overthinking is reduce mental overload. Sometimes your mind is overwhelmed because it never truly rests. It is all over the places. You are thinking about this, you're thinking about that. It creates a lot of things in your mind. Your mind is all over the place. So what do? One of the things that helped me is journaling. You could journal your thoughts down. So get a journal, write down your thoughts. It helps you manage your emotions. Eat properly, sleep well. You could do regular exercises and meditations, and also spend less time overstimulating yourself constantly, and step away from environments that drain you emotionally. Your mind needs rest too. And the last but not the least is bring yourself back to the present. Overthinking usually lives in imagined futures and what ifs, but grounding yourself helps. Learn to ask questions, learn to pause and ask yourself, what is happening right now? What do I know for certain? That helps to bring you back to reality instead of fear. And honestly, I think that the deepest parts of healing is when you learn that you do not have to carry every uncertainty alone. Trusting God does not mean you suddenly stop having fears. It means you stop believing that you have to control everything by yourself. You have to control every situation, every possible outcomes. Peace comes when you realize that you are human and God is still present even in uncertainties. And your mind deserves rest. You do not have to carry everything. You do not have to solve your entire life to deserve rest. And that's basically it, guys. And I hope this video you find it helpful. And if you have any thoughts or experiences, feel free to share it in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts concerning this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, And if you have stayed in this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to anybody that needs it. And may your day be blessed. Thank you.